Good evening and welcome into another matchup in the Roulette Rivals World Championships 2022. This time it is a matchup between davidredsox and MrMike. This is a Group E matchup, and I am joined for this shoutcast. I've got a co-caster this time, everybody. I'm joined by Gunther, the one and only Gunther. What's up, Gunther? Are you there, buddy?
I'm here, Barb. Thanks for having me along with you.
Hey, man, my pleasure. I'm really happy to have you along. I'm glad we get to do one, at least one this tournament. Hopefully, maybe a couple more if we're lucky, but at least one.
As long as we get one, we keep the streak alive, and I think that's what everybody's here for.
That's right. This is the the match, the resurrection that keeps the streak, the Barb and Gunther streak alive. And then this whole davidredsox and MrMike thing is just incidental, you know, whatever. Who really cares about that?
It's nice for them to provide background while we chat to each other.
Yes. Yeah, agreed. It'll be a good backdrop. Good backdrop for our commentary. So we are first traveling off to Bangkok. This was chosen by davidredsox, and we will then be traveling to Whittleton Creek. That is MrMike's pick. And then after that, we will have a third map, which is randomly chosen by hitmaps.com.
One-stop shop for all your Hitman needs. And that third random map is, in fact, Haven Island. So no Hitman 3 maps in this lineup. 2 Hitman 2 maps. And then obviously Bangkok being Hitman 2016.
What the heck? How do you... It's random. How do you know? How do you already know?
It is posted in the matchups. I will say this isn't admin
Spoilers, Gunther. I was excited for the randomly.
Anyone can see.
We're all as all-knowing and omnipresent and omniscient as Gunther is. Yeah. Well, Mr. Omnipresent and Omniscient, why don't you go ahead and tell us what our spin is then?
Fine, I will. We have Jordan Cross, who needs to be killed with a sniper rifle of any kind as hotel security, and Ken Morgan, who needs to be killed with an explosive weapon. Again, any kind, while disguised as Abel De Silva.
Abel De Silva. Now, Ken, this is Ken the Brick Morgan, am I right?
Yes, it is.
All right, good. Blow up the brick. Terribly slow, annoying target to deal with.
Yeah, he definitely can be, but I mean, if we're gonna find a fast way to do it, I feel like these players are gonna be the ones to show us. Obviously, davidredsox is very much known for his speed. You see him immediately right into here. He has started as hotel security. MrMike is still on the planning phase, and looks like right now he's opting to start suit.
Interesting. 47's sweet. davidredsox, as you said, started hotel security, grabs himself the exterminator disguise, and I think he picked up the is it insecticide or chloroform, whatever it is. He grabbed that. Oh, you know what? Let me get some player audio going here.
It is essentially chloroform. I don't know if you can toss it, but yeah, it knocks out the foyer if you put it into the ventilation system.
Hello. He gets himself ripped, poisoning the food there.
So his plan is to get Ken sick. Now, in the last patch, this is important to note, it did make it so that Ken would no longer be going to throw up in the bread basket, which has always been a problem in Bangkok in the past. So
not if you love whole grain bread, it's not.
I guess that's true. Just vomit-soaked whole grain bread. Plenty of multivitamins, I'm sure.
Artisanal.
Through Ken.
It's artisanal.
I've never seen a healthier individual. He's just beautiful inside and out. davidredsox able to get this a little bit faster this time, but the timing is still... Okay, so he's talked to the hotel manager. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Let's see if he's able to...
Well, that's going to be...
Ken?
Yeah, what talking to Mrs. Mukjai does is it brings everybody down out of the recording suite. So that's going to send Jordan and the whole crew pathing down all the stairs, and that might mean that we would see a peekaboo and that coin trails strat to get Jordan. I mean, that's what I've seen some players do. I know Frody's done that. Blythe's done it. I've seen a number of players do it, so it's a thing. I'm not super well practiced with it, but that might be what we end up seeing David do for Jordan.
That's a good shout. Yeah, I wasn't even really considering that, but yeah, I mean, and it is going to be a sniper rifle kill for Jordan. So if you can get him somewhere nice and safe that you can bring a sniper rifle to, it's obviously hotel security that is allowed in most places. And I really like the idea of bringing Jordan down, because then you don't have to worry about doing what MrMike is doing, which is heading toward Jordan on this side of the map. Excuse me, I just hit the mic.
Yeah, he's you just hit everybody in chat. That's assault.
Yeah, I apologize. They call me curry maker when I'm not looking.
Okay, so MrMike, he culminated his way up the stairs there. He got Dexy Baird out of his way, and now he's, he's trespassing, so any attention he gets could potentially end up in a peekaboo. So he's trying to get Jordan to look down here at him.
This is a safe spot for the peekaboo.
Oh, but he doesn't get it.
Oh, no.
He lost it, and that's going to cause him to restart.
Wow, yeah, because otherwise you kind of lock Jordan there for a while. He can't do a second bullet distraction, because otherwise it's going to cause a target lockdown. David Red Sox, meanwhile, does have Ken isolated. 223, so definitely not bad at all.
Yeah. And now he needs to work. He's got to get the Able to Silva disguise, and still needs to deal with Jordan, who looks like he's about the whole way down the stairs. So I guess he's not going to be catching him.
He's not going to go for the coin lure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if you saw, Barb, but David Red Sox doing a pistol distraction to keep Able to Silva
I did.
up here.
Yeah, that was pretty.
For him to get up here, that was very, very clutch.
Yeah.
Just the awareness of that's somebody who's played Hitman for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
A little bit of a dangerous head turn there by Able, but 47 will get away with it.
So he switches into that disguise, detonates his breacher, and gets the kill, and switches back out. He's back in the waiter disguise, and he is motoring right along. Now needs to deal with Jordan, who's made his way down to the atrium, it looks like.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what he's brought in for his arsenal. I know that he had the Calmer, obviously, that he used for Dexy, but he smuggled in a sniper rifle. Yeah, he's got himself a silenced pistol here. So no way of kind of the remote sickies, unless I can't imagine.
He's going for the He's going for the insecticide.
I can't imagine that this works. Maybe.
Isn't there a concern when you do this strat that someone may see Jordan fall unconscious, and if that happens, wow. Like if someone sees him rendered unconscious, it would cause green guns to be lost. But David just made extremely short work of that. Wow.
Absolutely, and he's got a wrench, the wrench that he brought in, and he's out.
4 minutes and 5 seconds in game time. First try, no restarts.
That's absolutely outrageous.
That's
very well done. I'm not surprised in the slightest. And yeah, with the restart from MrMike, that is going to be a win for David Red Sox.
Yeah.
So I will accept that result, and we will get a new spin going here very shortly. I'm doing some admin work in the background, so
yes, Gunther is
the crowd.
Gunther is our match admin as well. So thanks for doing that, Gunther. And yeah, really impressive performance there from both players. Was honestly shocked at how that ended. I didn't realize it was so straightforward to just kind of put the whole atrium to sleep and not have to worry about
really abruptly.
Yeah, very quickly. I kind of thought there would be some more work to do with Jordan, but that was extremely straightforward. A 4-minute Bangkok. That's not a world record, is it? That can't be. I guess that's got to be close though.
No, I do not know. I mean, yeah, it was very, very fast, but I don't know. I don't have the records in front of me.
Oh, let me see it. Let's see if I can pull it up. It's rrstats.currymaker.net. Let's see if there's a way to find records. Bangkok. 5 minutes 25 seconds was set by Yanini in
What was our
RR7.
spin timer at when?
Oh, it was like. Oh, that's a good question.
Because that would determine it. Because it is spin time and not run time.
Right.
Well,
in any case,
didn't really have a replan. He did have a restart. He did have the one restart when he went to do the poison early on. So I think that we'd fall out of record range here.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point. There was that restart when he went to poison the plate, which definitely would have added 30 seconds or so to the total time. So yeah, I think you're right. Had that not happened, may have been a contender for world record.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'd be very, very curious, like real time, what it is.
But now we are off to Whittleton Creek. Our spin's going to be here in just over a minute. Looking at our stats here, we can see David Red Sox has done battle on Whittleton Creek a total of 9 times, 3 wins and 6 losses. MrMike has been here a total of 9 times, 7 wins, 2 losses. So those stats will stand in agreement with the fact that one could reasonably say MrMike is a strong Whittleton Creek player.
I think that is more than fair assumption, just from that record. And I mean, I don't know if he's picked one of his stronger maps against David Red Sox because it's David Red Sox, or if maybe he saw that 3-6 record and thought that it'd be more of a counter pick.
Yeah.
We'll find out. I mean, obviously in the group stages, you're trying to get as many points as you possibly can off of your opponents, and picking your strong maps is a great way to do that.
Yeah, most definitely. And this is a time where it feels good to have more than one strong map as well. But our spin is here, and it is Janus to be eliminated with a kitchen knife disguised as a garbage man, and Nolan Cassidy to be eliminated using a loud explosive weapon disguised as the mailman. Awesome. Okay. Pretty interesting. Could be a garbage man start and really fast kill on Janus. Might see that really early mailman grab on the other hand.
Yeah, very true. And we do see the Calmer in MrMike's inventory. Obviously, both players now getting to the planning phase.
David's thinking garbage removal. MrMike's thinking gardener, which is fast mailman. Yeah. Oh, he might change though. He might be going for the garbage man start too. Oh, and David's going for just regular suit start.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, between the two disguises, it's obviously nice to be able to start garbage man, but I guess that there's an advantage to getting the mailman disguise first.
Oh yeah.
But if you go suit start as well, I don't know if maybe thinking like an early hammer knockout for the clue. I mean, mailman is proximity triggered, correct?
I don't know. I know something about him is proximity triggered, but he may just start going on his own eventually too.
I think you're right. I think his route does start when you proxy, but at a certain point, if you haven't, he also goes about his route.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's the thinking here. Yeah, David Red Sox with a quick replan here. He's starting fumigation now. Meanwhile, as the garbage man, we do see MrMike infiltrating Janus's basement.
Yeah, kind of go in from it's like backwards and from the bottom up than what we tend to see most players do. But this is definitely a valid way. You get that clue, you get the evidence turned off.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've got to wait till Janus comes down anyway, I mean, it is you've got stuff that you can do, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
The kitchen knife is in Janus's kitchen as well, so I mean, you've got basically everything you need here.
Yeah.
MrMike has changed. My guess is his hope is to clear out the kitchen. This guy is still an enforcer, though.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, I probably just want him down. That way you can get Janus in the living room, and it's not a problem when he or Gunther is taken out.
Definitely.
So, and he comes
David Red
down there
Sox.
like right around 2 minutes or so, I want to say. So definitely
Yeah,
has a little bit of
he's at
time
the
to
bottom of
burn.
the stairs right now. So it's a matter of getting Gunther across the floor.
Yeah. There he is. He's in position. He's going to get a pacify on him first.
Interesting. I wonder why he didn't just go straight for the knife. Maybe it's just we see him dragging him. He might be just trying to get him out of the way of the stairs just to make doubly sure
Yeah.
that they can't hear it or see anything
Whoa.
upstairs.
David, meanwhile, on the other hand, here is
Oh,
dodging a lot of whoosh as he's running in through the back door.
that's fairly impressive. Yeah, and he's gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
get the knockout as well. I mean, this is fairly quick. He's got 2 clues down as well
Mm-hmm.
to MrMike's 1. This is right now. This is very close, but he does have that peekaboo. Thankfully, the peekaboo doesn't go to the door. He is gonna go straight for the knife throw kill.
I noticed that
Yeah,
they're
he'll
all dragging. Like everyone seems to be dragging Janus away, and I wonder why that is. If he like gets spotted, if he's left there by the
he
window.
can be.
Mm,
It's not like 100% guaranteed he will be, to my
sure.
knowledge, but it's just a safe thing. You don't want something like that ripping you
Oh
very
yeah,
late.
yeah. That's reason enough to
Um,
move it for sure.
but yeah, I mean, and if you look at the timing, obviously, you have the kill down over on David Red Sox's side a bit earlier than on MrMike, but David Red Sox is still going through this basement, and he's still going to take out the security footage, I'm guessing. He has to wait on this guy, so he's not going to be leaving Janus's property any earlier, but he does have all 3 clues. And that might be the difference. Neither player obviously has approached Nolan Cassidy to get him down. Neither player has the mailman disguise grabbed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that we're seeing 2 different approaches, but very, very similar timings here.
So David's actually found the mailman here. He's in front of Helen West's house, and he was able to lure him into that little cluster of bushes there with a toss distraction. So that's pretty fortunate.
Yeah, let's see if he decides to trank him or if he's gonna go. Yeah, he's got plenty of darts. Never mind. I thought maybe he only had like 1 dart, and I was wondering if he'd go about saving it. Does get a little bit unlucky with the mailman falling out of the bush, but obviously because he's tranked, it will be fine when he's found later. And yeah, so now he's got the mailman disguise. All he's got to do is take care of Nolan Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
Based on his timing, he's going to be waiting a little bit if his plan is to get him in the garage.
Yes. And he'll want to keep his distance too, so as to not activate any of these like proximity, phone calls or whatever they are. There's some interactions here that you can just add some time, and it looks like he's kind of just running straight up in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is too close to trigger any of these. I would probably be further away if it was me, but he might know it. He probably knows it better than I do.
We don't exactly.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, MrMike's timing is pretty good. He doesn't have the mailman disguise, which is currently his disadvantage in this race. Let's see if David Red Sox is far enough to.
He's made him sick. That's interesting.
Oh, interesting. Where's he? Oh, he'll go
Birdbath
to the bird feeder. Yeah. So or bird bath. Yes, thank you. That's gonna be some time though, and yeah, MrMike already has Cassidy isolated, and I would imagine he has the explosive kill set up and ready to go. But the mailman's going to be on the opposite side of the map, so unless he's got himself an exit over on that side, he's going to have to do a little bit of backtracking to get out when he gets this kill.
Well, what's going to happen here with David? This is just going to be a detonate on exit.
Definitely.
He'll have plenty of time after he pulls that trigger to get across the bridge here. Unfortunately,
MrMike is going for some clues right now too, and he's just so far from the disguise.
Oh, whoa! He gets red guns. What happened?
Oh, Nolan went through the wall. Nolan went through the wall and into Cassidy's backyard.
Oh my God.
That's so unlucky. That is so unlucky.
I mean, we definitely have been seeing, some strange things with physics lately. Calmer darts have been doing things. Obviously, an explosive could understandably maybe, cause some strange physics with a body, but for it to go like through a wall? Did it go up and over maybe?
It's a really strong duck is the thing.
I guess.
We always forget. It's Oh, but that's so devastating, especially
Yeah.
because, he took the time to drag Janus just out of fear of it getting seen. If he'd taken the time to drag Nolan, if he'd positioned the explosion so that he might
Yeah.
be toward Batty's house instead of
Right.
dropping it right on his body, it's like,
Right.
but, that's the kind of shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so now we're gonna have to see how he fixes this. I
Mr.
mean, it
Mike.
was a good run, but Mr. Mike, yeah,
Yeah,
he's got the isolation.
he's
He's near an exit. Does he
just
have a crowbar?
found. I don't know if he has a crowbar anymore still, but he just found the mailman, obviously, and
Yeah,
now all he has to do is just detonate and leave. So while he was, behind the pace that David was setting, uh, that one mistake, unfortunate for David, really just gave a huge advantage to Mr. Mike that he took advantage of.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
fair play, well done. Really
Yeah,
impressive
and
stuff from
great
both, though.
recovery.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that was David Red Sox's map. If he would have been able to finish that out, if he had placed that explosion a little bit better, and if he had just not gotten unlucky, that's really what it comes down to, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so that is going to be a win for Mr. Mike on Wilton Creek, and we will be going to Haven Island next.
Ooh, that's right. Haven Island. For the first time, we're just now finding out
First
that
time,
this just
Haven
in,
Island is next.
hot off the press. That we've not heard that before this particular moment in time. So, very exciting, and fresh announcement about that third map pick. Haven Island has been visited 7 times by David and 8 times by Mr. Mike. Of David's 7 visits, 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. And of Mr. Mike's 8 visits, 4 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. So on paper, this really looks like kind of a wash. Like it could go either way here. No one's stronger or weaker than the other, really. I mean, slight favor to Mr. Mike, maybe, but they seem pretty even.
I would say that's a fair assumption. I mean, yeah, both players playing it a similar amount of times. It's very odd that you see a map like Haven Island kind of be the coin flip.
Mm-hmm.
Like this could go either way. We're not entirely sure.
Right.
But yeah, I'm very excited. It's the tie category as well, because obviously like Haven Island can see a lot of draws. Some if a spin is particularly complicated or it takes a while to get going, but especially with the 30-minute timer,
Mm-hmm.
which these maps are played at, it's very possible for us to see a draw. You might only get 3 or 4 runs on a Haven Island if it's a longer, complicated setup.
Yeah, especially if you get one of those devastating rips that's like, 8 or 9 minutes in, after you've done 90% of the work and then something just goes horribly wrong and causing it to all fall apart. Yeah, for sure. When you have that smaller map timer, that 30-minute map timer, it is possible that something like this could end in a draw. So, I mean, certainly more likely than, something like Dartmoor or Dubai or New York ending in
That's
a draw.
I think that this one might be one of the more exciting draws if in fact we do see one. But the way these players are playing, I would be absolutely shocked if it was a draw.
Oh yeah. Yeah, same here. It's I don't think it's in the cards at all, I will say. So that way if it does happen, it will be even more shocking because I'm making such a declarative statement now that we won't see it. Yeah, I really don't think it's likely. But it's roulette, so who knows?
That's true.
Entirely
It's
possible.
up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
We can totally see a draw come up. But yeah, I mean, I was very impressed with David Red Sox on both the maps. Obviously, the kind of misstep with the explosive placements and sending Nolan through the fence, which I would have banked on him bouncing off, but as well, like just really cool and calm, collected play on that Whittleton Creek by Mr. Mike. Definitely wasn't as fast as David Red Sox's approach, but it was very meticulous. That explosion was way safer, and he got it done the exact way that he needed to get it done. I saw him. It looked like before he went for the Nolan kill, given the timing, he was contemplating whether or not he had time to go get the mailman.
Mm-hmm.
I might just be inferring what I was thinking onto what I saw him do. But yeah, so if that was in fact an improv, it was a very, very solid improv. And it was very nice of him to have that crowbar and be able to use the sewer exit. So
Yeah.
I'm expecting to see similar play here. Just something really cool straight out the gate from both these players, and hopefully they can get it done and give us a good match.
Yeah, hopefully it's a complicated spin. Hopefully it's something that we always like to see. What is it? Is it fall on Tyson or falling object for Tyson? I don't remember which one's the spicier one. Falling object for Stephen Bradley can be an interesting one as well. So, it's always possible that we just get like an extra challenging set of conditions that our players have to try and fulfill. So may we be blessed. But in any case, here we are, Gunther. Go ahead. Tell us what we have.
Oh, absolutely. So we have Tyson Williams, who needs to be killed with a cleaver while disguised as a bodyguard. We have Stephen Bradley, who needs to be killed with a pistol while disguised as a personal trainer. And Ludmila Vetrova, who needs to be killed with a loud shotgun while disguised as the resort staff. So,
well,
unfortunately, not the
boo.
spice that you were looking for.
No.
But I'm sure the players more appreciate this.
Oh, who cares?
Spiciest part here.
Who cares what they appreciate? I want a spicier spin. Each disguise is like right near the target. There is a loud shotgun though, so that's kind of cool for Ludmila. But
yeah, but is any loud kill on Ludmila really complicated anymore?
It's cool on paper, but in practice, what they'll do is just get her sick at the restaurant, and she'll go down.
She'll go to the soundproof room.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't mess with the classics, you don't break the meta, and that works very, very well. I do see both players hovering over that personal trainer start. It obviously can. Oh, and a soft reload there over on David Red Sox's side, so he's got to redo his planning phase. That's going to put him a little bit behind as MrMike is now loading into the level.
Oh, is that like where the screen just kind of like does like a refresh and it just wipes out all of your loadout selections? I hate when that happens.
Trust me too. It can be quite frustrating, so I fully understand. I fully understand the woes. All right, so an early sicky dart by MrMike. He's going to get Steven isolated pretty early here. Probably actually just go for the kill. I mean, he will get a pistol delivered to him. I don't believe he's brought a silenced one with him.
Oh no, he did.
Of the Seeker. Did he really?
Yeah, he just pulled it out of the laundry bin there, actually. It looks like
oh, yeah, you're right. You're
baller.
Right. I think I'm a couple seconds behind you, but I did just see that myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Whoa, choice. David, running directly into a trespassing zone. You are not allowed there as a personal trainer, sir.
Yeah, that's going to be another restart. So, major advantage here to MrMike if he can get this kill cleanly and get running into his next kill. Because obviously both the players are kind of at the mercy of where Steven is moving and when.
Yeah.
Yeah, MrMike has already got the waiting kind of out of the gate here. But yeah, so as we were talking about before, the kind of soundproof bathroom that Ludmila goes into, this is also soundproof bathroom for Steven. And a pistol would have been delivered to him. So I'm curious as to why. I mean, maybe he just wants to use a silenced pistol so he doesn't have to grab the one at the villa,
Yeah.
Like that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, some kind of optimization there that he won't have to run back after going into the villa. He'll probably just leave. We might actually see Tyson done last, although I think MrMike is on the trajectory to head. No, it looks like he's going to the restaurant. He's going to be getting resort staff, and Ludmila probably in one of the bathrooms of one of the huts. But David is working on getting, I think he's setting up the Tyson peekaboo. This looks like the setup for the Tyson peekaboo. When you bother to take out these two guards out here.
That's a good call.
This is the thing that you tend to see Frody doing a lot. And
that is an odd I don't know. I mean, I trust these players with this information, but I am curious, especially given the disguises that you will have access to starting outside the villa and the fact that you need the bodyguard disguise for Tyson. Like, I am curious as to why the call here is to yeah, to bring Tyson out. But I mean, I guess you will also have his bodyguard with
Yep.
him.
Yep, the bodyguard will follow him out, and then you just have to run back to the kitchen to grab the cleaver if he didn't do that already. And when I say the kitchen, I mean the restaurant's kitchen.
Right, of course.
So there he is getting the peekaboo. That certainly was enough suspicion in the suspicion meter, or the whoosh as we like to call it, to bring him out. So he should be on his way out to investigate. Now he was in the personal trainer disguise when he did that. Now he switched into the villa staff disguise.
Yeah, and I mean, this will be beneficial because obviously Tyson's bodyguard isn't going to enforce this disguise, which, you know, that'll be nice, especially for you know, luring Tyson all the way out. I am a bit concerned that body that he's knocked out that's kind of laying up against the wall. I think he's fully concealed, but I'm concerned that his head is poking over the bushes, and I want to make sure that he's not going to get himself spotted.
Yeah, I suppose that's a possibility here. We'll find out soon enough. MrMike has been setting up. He's getting the movie theater ready, and he has lured Tyson's bodyguard away.
That was incredibly nerve-wracking. He had
he's
the
in his
starfish
room.
in his hand.
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought he was going to throw that by accident. But yeah, so Tyson is isolated in Ludmilla's room right now. So this is going to work out perfectly. And like, look at the timing. Like, he's going to have plenty of time to get himself to Ludmilla. Bit of a side KO there, but it is just on Tyson. There is the bodyguard disguise change. He's got himself the cleaver.
Okay, no.
Oh, no.
No, he's fine. He's fine. I saw him pause, and I thought he was getting
Okay.
ready to restart, but he is okay. So David
Probably just checking the spin itself or whatever. But yeah, so he's got Tyson down, but you know, he doesn't have Steven isolated. He doesn't have Ludmilla isolated. So it's looking pretty good over here for MrMike. He's popping into this room to grab himself the shotgun. That's nice use of map knowledge. And
I'll
he can
say.
use this to get himself over to Ludmilla in the restaurant, but he is starting to run out of time.
I think he'll be okay because I think that Ludmilla doesn't get to the spa until like it's like 7.5 to 8 minutes, maybe.
I think it's slightly sooner than that, but she does stick around for long enough, and as long as you get her sick in that vicinity, she will go downstairs.
True.
There are certain spots where once you get her sick, she might go into the women's restroom, and that might cause some problems. There's the cleaver kill for David Red Sox, and he is going to come back and get himself into his personal trainer disguise. Now, where is Steven at this point in his cycle?
At 4 minutes and 30 seconds, he's probably walking by the gym right now. I think he's basically on his island by like after 5 minutes, just after 5 minutes maybe. So that window's closing very quickly for David.
Yeah, I mean he's still here.
He's shooting in desperation to try and slow him down.
Just to delay him. Yeah, because if he gets sick at a certain threshold,
he gets
sick on his island.
He gets his guard first. He missed his first dart, and he actually got his guard sick.
Well, he's only got one more seeker dart, and if his plan is to use that on Ludmilla,
so he's going for a toss distraction to pull him into some bushes here.
This is such a dangerous spot to try and do this.
And also, Steven doesn't give an F. He's not coming to look at all.
No. Oh no.
He's just like, yeah, no, I'm going to keep walking.
He's trying to get him maybe with the bush lure here. No luck. Oh, I think he's still enforced his sick guard. I think his sick guard was a bit too close still. Oh, that's devastating because that is going to set him back at least a couple minutes if that's his plan.
Mr. Mike is getting ready to. He's made Ludmila go to the bathroom already. He's got her in there with a dart. Now he's just working on getting his resort staff disguise here. Oh no, and a restart from David. Oh,
Yeah.
it was all but written on the wall at that point.
Crossing that bridge. Yeah, I mean, and he's trying to force something to happen, you know, and I totally
Oh
understand.
no! Oh, Mr.
does he
Mike
get
gets an
the
unconscious witness, or because the
head turn?
the head turn.
Yeah.
Right when the thrown item connected with
I mean, in a
that
way-
resort staff, the head turn was looking like directly at him. That is awful for Mr. Mike. Both players.
In a way, though, it's perfect for these two players because now they're basically starting fresh.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's looking like we're gonna see the peekaboo strat again over for David Red Sox. Let's see if Mr. Mike changes anything up. I imagine he won't. Everything was going well. He just needed to be a little bit more patient with that head turn for that resort staff.
Yeah. By the way, welcome to the Raiders that we got. Thanks for coming in to check out the roulette event, everybody. Raiders from Amunga, RK, and also from Izuko Shoutcast earlier. We are in our third and final match here between David Red Sox and Mr. Mike. And it's Haven Island. David won Bangkok. Mr. Mike won Whittleton Creek. And now we look to see who will be taking home the most points out of this matchup.
Yeah, or if they take home the same amount. I mean, this could still end in a draw.
It could.
Knock on wood. I think we'll see a finish. I think that the mistakes that were made are small enough that, you know, they're both going to fix this.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. Could not be though as well.
It's true.
It's roulette after all.
I like this kind of good and evil dichotomy we've got going on.
Yeah. You're like, I think they'll do it, and I'm like, oh well, you know.
And before you're like, you know, I want a spicy spin. I want them to have to do handstands and catch Ludmilla on fire from space. And I'm just like, what if it's something less?
What if it's like a cleaver? How about it's a cleaver in a guard disguise?
Look, all I'm saying is one of us had influence over the spin. Not gonna say who. Not gonna say names.
Yeah, well, all I have influence over is the microphone. So.
Oh, I guess that's true. I'll watch my tone sick.
All right, so
Mr. Mike is back in the restaurant and he's knocked out one of the cooks. Has he knocked out Urban?
That's gonna say that's not Urban. He's not bald.
Okay, but okay, I was more concerned that he was going to prepare the thing and poison it for a remote thing, and that definitely would not have worked because Urban will try the food if it is prepared. So, but he was just doing it so he could run through the kitchen and grab the cleaver.
Mm-hmm.
He's now got himself the cleaver.
Yep. Yes, sir. Most definitely. And David is running back. Looks like he's in position. Tyson's in position from his peekaboo. And David's now working on peeling the bodyguard off.
I think David did some nice optimization here. So,
yep.
Oh no, what a bad toss with that crowbar.
It bounced away.
I mean, it wasn't a bad toss by David. It was just a very unfortunate bounce for him. But yeah, so before he even did the peekaboo while he was waiting on Tyson, he went ahead and did all the stuff in the mansion that he wanted to take care of first. So grabbing the silenced pistol, taking care of cameras, all that stuff. And then while he was waiting after the peekaboo, he went and he got himself the cleaver. So now he's got everything that he needs right here. This is going to be a much quicker kill for him. He should be able to meet Stephen Bradley way quicker.
Mm-hmm. Okay, David gets the kill on Tyson.
Yeah, nice and clean.
Oh, Mr. Mike, is that a... Oh, no, Mr. Mike has a side KO.
Had to be the mirror.
Oh.
Had to be the fact that he went for it with the mirror straight in front of him. That's devastating.
Ouch.
David Red Sox in a bit of trouble here. Tries to do a pistol distraction shots. And either got it off and the guy didn't hear it, or he never fired because he noticed he was getting peekabooed. Either way, he is able to salvage it and get through, and now he is in a commanding
Oh,
lead. He's got one of his targets down. Steven is moving, but Steven is well ahead, or well behind where he was, I should say.
he missed a dart. Mr. Mike just missed one of his darts though, and he's opting not to
Oh,
restart.
interesting.
And I wonder if that's just
That
because
is strange. Are we sure that he missed it? Because he seems to be going through the motions like he didn't.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the first shot he took he missed, but
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see shortly if Steven shows up. Tell you what, though, David Red Sox did not miss the dart shot this time, and so he's got Steven moving right to where he wants him. Definitely a bit more optimized than Mr. Mike's approach, as Steven was already kind of heading this way.
yeah.
He got him sick. And yeah, he should be able to get this kill. And then he's just got Ludmilla, and he is well ahead of Ludmilla as well. Does need to get himself a shotgun. I'm not sure if he smuggled one. No, he couldn't have smuggled one in because he smuggled in his pistol. So
It always goes that way when they go to shoot Steven over the toilet. They try to shoot him in the head, but because they're vomiting, it's really hard to get that headshot. It hits the wall, they start screaming, and then they just like light him up. Okay, not one to the head, how about
KO,
6 to the chest.
Another side KO for Mr. Mike, but this one does not count. This one, he will maintain his green guns.
Thank
and
goodness.
Yeah, he's got Stephen Bradley down as well. So yeah, 2 targets down for David Red Sox, and he's just got Ludmilla left. He has 1 seeker dart remaining.
All right, here goes David, getting ready to take this last seeker shot on Ludmilla as she is looking at the meal plates.
He's just being extra cautious, making sure that nobody is looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he'll get the shot off just fine. Looks like maybe he's running down here to set up the banana. Or not. I don't know. I don't know where he's going.
Mr. Mike grabs himself the cleaver there.
Oh, it was Mr. Mike who smuggled the pistol. Excuse me.
Yeah, David's picking up his something here. Let's see.
It's got to be a shotgun.
Yep. Sure is.
So let's see here.
A concealable shotgun. Yeah.
Yeah. Concealable loud shotgun. So he's got himself exactly what he needs. And this will be nice too because of the resort staff. Now the resort staff gave Mr. Mike trouble. Let's see if this gives David Red Sox trouble as well. But if he's able to get this clean, if he's able to get this guy's clean, Ludmilla is all but taken care of, and then all he's got to do is get himself out of here. He's right next to an exit. Oh no! But that's the incorrect disguise.
Oh, that is the incorrect disguise. Good God, yeah.
No.
He was just too eager to see her in the bathroom there and to have the kill weapon in his hands, and he didn't stop to look at what he was wearing. Oh my gosh, that side KO or that mirror KO keeps happening. All you gotta do is crouch. All you gotta do is crouch, Mr. Mike. In fairness, it's very easy from a player's perspective to like not realize that there's like a mirror in effect, and if you know, you might just be like in the moment just be like, oh, what is the game doing? The game just hates me right now, and then you know you're like, oh, wait a second, there's a body mirror there, or there's like a little mirror on the wall or something.
Well, and mirrors aren't always 100% guaranteed that they're gonna spot you and spin around. You know, sometimes like if you have that prompt, you think, okay, well, I'm good, but sometimes they just need to catch a glimpse of you in the mirror,
and they're like, surprise, you're not good, actually, as it turns out.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, just heartbreaking for David Red Sox. I mean, I feel like he noticed it right away. He went right back to the planning menu pretty quickly, even before the run itself was rejected. And that's really devastating because you know what was going through his mind was like, finally, I've got her here. I've got my shotgun. All I got to do is pull the trigger. And yeah, didn't even wait. Just went for it.
Yeah, we're said at the start of the stream, we're like, I'm sure it's not going to end a draw. It'll be someone's going to get it right now. Here we are with just over 11 minutes on the clock. It's pretty much like this is going to have to be their last attempt, because if something goes wrong,
unless it's an early restart.
Yeah.
I think, what was David Red Sox's time there? Around 8 minutes?
Yes.
Just under 8 minutes?
Yeah.
And I think Mr. Mike's his route, because he's got to wait here at the beginning for Steven, is just a little bit longer. But it's about the same time, because they're both kind of just tied to Ludmila's timing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. She's like, that's just like a hard time checkpoint basically for all roulette spins. I mean, it's not impossible to get her when she gets to the spa, but it's you want to get to her before that happens.
Yeah.
If you can at all help it. So we consider that like a soft time, because we call it like a gate or a check, something like that. But David gets the peekaboo on Tyson, which is going to bring him out, and he's going to use this time not the same way he used it before.
Yeah, he's going to run and go grab the cleaver. If it's anything like he did before, he'd go and grab the cleaver. I think he, because he didn't get the knockout in time, I think that he's worried he's going to miss Tyson if he goes for the cleaver, and he definitely would. He doesn't have the amount of time he had last time.
Right.
So he's going to just wait this out, which, this is what he did the first time, and that's why he had to wait on Steven, but he might also just go for Steven before even grabbing the cleaver.
True. Yep, that's the one good thing that is afforded by ripping, is that it gives you a chance to work out some optimizations. Whenever you're playing a spin and you're just like stuck waiting somewhere for 30 or 45 seconds, you might be thinking like, how could I be using this time more productively? David restarts.
Oh no.
This is the last one.
This is very much the last one, which is devastating, especially with how close he was to getting out. And he was right next to where he most likely would have grabbed the resort staff disguise anyway. That one's gonna hurt if he's not able to get this done. Meanwhile, let's see. Here's another mirror knockouts. He's fine this time. Hey. All right, good job, Mr. Mike. He's finally able to get it done. That is just such a frustrating thing, because, I mean, Barb, you've played plenty of Hitman. I know when you mess up, like, the thing on your mind is just, I got to get back to where I messed up so I can do it right.
Yeah.
And, you'll restart 16 more times because you make other mistakes, and I think that's kind of what we were running into there. But there is the very brutal cleaver kill on the Tyson, and that's 2 kills down. Now it's just down to the Ludmila kill for Mr. Mike. So
he wanted Tyson
he
wanted Tyson to see it coming.
He wanted him to know.
Yeah. He
didn't even let him see it in the mirror. He just did it.
Yeah. It was like, you don't need to see the reflection of it, you can actually see it. But yeah, working on this last kill now, this Ludmila Petrova loud shotgun kill, which he has on his back, and we
scoffed.
Yeah,
we laughed at the loud Ludmila kill. We were like, this won't be a problem for either player, and it's been the kill that has caused the most problems for both these players.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit not the kill itself. David Red Sox has successfully done this kill,
sure,
without the correct disguise, and
obviously
Mr. Mike had it all set up, but couldn't grab the disguise that he needed.
Right. It's I'm part of me is happy that this has been an interesting Haven match, but part of me is also a little sympathetic to our players for having some hard things to adapt to, but it makes for good entertainment. This is good content.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for.
That's right. Viewership. It's a good viewership.
That's why we donate our time for free.
Amen.
We love the views. All right, so that looks like an emetic device.
It sure does.
For Mr. Mike. Does manage to get it triggered, and yeah, that's going to send Ludmila downstairs. He does still have the shotgun on his back, but Okay. The way that his camera was angled, I was concerned he was going to go straight for the resort staff.
He's actually going to put the shotgun down on the floor.
Yeah. Man, he's letting everyone know what kills are coming.
He's making it very clear. Just,
this is good timing. He could take out the waiter while he's while the resort staff is on a smoke break.
Yeah, hopefully he's not smoking a shorty.
Oh, keeping an eye on that mini map.
Yeah, he has awareness of the window, of who's walking past the window there as well.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, he's got it.
He's outside.
The staff is coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back in here, but
okay, but he's put away.
Oh, he's actually going to lure him over and put him in the fridge too.
Yeah, just to be extra cautious. I don't know if anybody will see into this room anymore. I do know that some patches have been put in place, and my tests have shown that this room is pretty safe to leave bodies out. But yeah, definitely good to be careful. There's the cleaver kill over on David Red Sox's side, but it may be too little too late.
Yeah.
Resort staff disguise is grabbed by MrMike. He's going to go out and around the other side. I think he's already taken care of the camera, so he doesn't have to worry about the camera just over that door. Now he's just got to get in there. Shotgun's already gift wrapped for him.
Oh wow, he didn't even pacify her. He left her up that whole time.
Yeah.
And he gets the kill.
Shotgun kill. Now it's just a matter of him getting to an exit.
And he is out. Awesome. Right. GG.
5 stars, and yeah, that's going to be
if you don't lie, chat, don't lie. You were worried that it may have ended in a draw. You were worried that that was a possibility. With 4 minutes left on the clock, and we saw some trouble for both of our players right before exiting, basically. But glad to see MrMike snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
Well, and victory in quotation marks. There are no winners in the group stage, obviously.
Sure.
But yeah, you want to take home as many points as you can, and to start on at a 2-0 deficit, and then basically do a reverse sweep so that you wind up 4-2. Like, that's a great place to be in a group match. If all your group matches end that way, you're definitely moving on. So
yes,
yeah, but I mean, well played to both players. I think David Red Sox is going to be kicking himself for a little bit about that incorrect disguise kill.
Yeah,
didn't expect to see. I think he just wanted to get it done as quickly as possible.
It happens to all of us. I think everybody who has played roulette has at one time or another gotten a kill in the wrong disguise, and it's simply because it's just we're going so fast, you know. Mm-hmm. It's you're like okay, I got the weapon here, I got the target in the room, doors closed, I'm good to go. You know, you do the kill action, and then you're like, oh crap, I was supposed to do it as the garbage man, or I'm supposed to be security guard. I know I've done it more than once, and you know, there's no shame in it. It's roulette brain. There's really high pressure. Nerves are a big factor in these sorts of competitions, so it is hard. Absolutely. It is hard to overstate just like how, you know, nerves and anxiety can kind of factor into your decision making in a competitive environment with Hitman. You know, it's next level stuff. So if you're an adrenaline or if you're an anxiety junkie, consider getting involved with Hitman Roulette. It's great if you're addicted to stress and anxiety.
The tagline we could have is join now for maximum anxiety.
Yes, as if there's not enough stuff in the world to make you anxious. You can also do it for fun with Hitman. So let's take a look at our brackets and see if these have updated. Have they updated yet, Gunther? Mr. Points?
Only if the admin did his job.
Oh, that's right. Let's take a look. This is Group E. So this is where we stand with Group E. We've got Pizarro, 16 points in spot number 1. K. Canetta with 10 points. Pizarro's played 3 matches. K. Canetta's played 2. Rustall is in position number 3 with 1 point. David Red Sox. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm reading from the wrong column. Rustall has 6 points with 1 win, and David Red Sox has 6 points with 1 win and 1 loss. We've also got MrMike, Gordini Roy, Hashashin, and Supermassive bringing up the bottom 4 spots of Group E. But these positions are changing. After every match, these positions are changing. So we have some leaders emerging already, but it's people are still fighting it out to see where they're going to end up. We are far from settled yet.
Lots of exciting matches so far, and we haven't even made it to the knockout stage.
Right. Which is approaching. Which is fast approaching. Knockout stage is when we got like another week yet till the knockout stages begin, I think.
Let's see here. Yeah, group stages end Monday, November 7th.
Oh wow, they actually is longer than I thought it was.
Yeah, well, and every player has to play 7 matches because every player has to play all of the members of their group.
Yes.
And yeah, so the deadlines in the RRWC schedule and brackets chat on the server outline the group stage deadlines: October 24th for the first 2, October 31st for the first 5, and then November 7th for all 7.
Gotcha. All right, well, I'm pleasantly surprised to be reminded then that the deadline is a bit later than I thought it was going to be. But yes, each player does have
rapidly approaching.
Yes, it is still
a lot of time to play that much Hitman.
Yeah, for sure. So if you're in the tournament, make sure you're getting your matches scheduled. You got 7 other people in your group to coordinate with, so don't delay.
Yeah. Because if you do, we'll find you.
That's right. We play a game about being a hitman, so bear that in mind.
Yeah. We know David Bateson. We'll sick him on you.
Yeah. So upcoming matches here. I think we have a few more later tonight. I'm gonna read you the Hitman. I'm gonna read you the times from hitmaps.com, because on hitmaps.com the times are given to you in your local time zone, and that's handy. We have a match
down to the upcoming matches section, click on fetch upcoming matches, and you will be able to see all of them.
That's right, every single one, and there are several, but I'm just going to read through the next like 5 or 10 or so. We have Yanini versus Fuzz tomorrow at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then at 12 noon we have Chrome X versus Frody. At 1 in the afternoon, we've got Yanini versus Cabin, also at 1. Gordini Roy versus Hashashin 47. And then at 2 in the afternoon, we have Kalame versus Osh and Blunts and Beats versus Mikulers. We've also got some matches later.
Solid lineup.
5 p.m. and 8 p.m. I have a match tomorrow too. I mean, I knew that. You'll see me playing a match tomorrow versus Joe the Baby Grabber. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yippee! That's my debut performance in RRWC. First match.
Well, best of luck, my friend.
Or, I mean, RRWC 2022.
Right, of course.
But yeah, thank you. And also, Gunther, thank you again for adminning this match. Thank you to our players, MrMike and... why am I drawing a blank on the other
David
player?
Red Sox.
David Red Sox. MrMike and David Red Sox.
MrMike beat him so bad on Haven, Barb forgot his name.
Listen, this match, this was ancient history. This match happened years ago, it feels like. I can't be expected to remember everyone's name at all times. Anyways, thank you again.
The title of my Twitch stream.
Thank you to the Raiders who brought your friends and audience members along to check out our Hitman events. Please stay tuned in to hitmaps.com. Join us in the Discord for updates on the tournament, and also to get involved with our community. And, you know, we do speedrun competitions, mini competitions. These roulette events are done several times a year. This is the big one, though. And, yeah, if you're a lover and enjoyer of Hitman, then there's a place for you in this community. It's just that simple.
Very well said.
Thanks, buddy. Any final thoughts that you care to share before we raid on out of here?
While you're looking for the raid, sure thing. I just want to say thanks to the players. That was a very exciting match. Really glad that we saw a conclusion to Haven. Would hate to add another draw to these guys' tally. They're too good to draw. You've got to give them the full 2 points. And yeah, it was very exciting just to see something definitive come out of Haven. But very much loved that every map we saw different approaches. It was very, very exciting to see how these players went about it. And yeah, best of luck to them and the rest of the tournament.
Absolutely. Yes. Best of luck to them in their many matches that they still have yet to schedule. And that's true for most of the people that are playing roulette. But yes, again, thank you all. Thank you to our players. Thank you, Gunther, for adminning. Thank you to the people in chat for just making it lively and just supporting the game and being passionate and engaged players and raiders. Thank you again, raiders. We're going to go hang out with this person here called Tyrannosaurus Rex, who is playing Hitman 3. Let's go see what they're getting up to. And spread the love around. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. And we'll see you again real soon. Stay safe, and goodbye for now.